Yeah, so WordPress runs the majority of the web. I forget the exact stat, but I want to say it's like something like 30 to 40% of all websites on the internet are run by WordPress. And the reason being is that WordPress has a lot of plugins allowing you to extend its capabilities quite easily. However, when you're doing these complex integrations, WordPress really falls short. The reason being, it's backwards compatible. It's using old code. So if you want to go from version XYZ and go back in time, you can easily with WordPress. However, the downside of that is that it's using an older code base and the language that it's written in is PHP. I don't want to get too technical here, but long story short, PHP has evolved tremendously. Um, just so everybody knows, like Facebook was written in PHP back in the day. I think it's evolved since, but it's a very complex, very powerful language to do interactions. And so ultimately, what I have happening is clients reach out to us. They go WordPress, 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 and they don't understand the pitfalls. If you're doing a basic brochure website or a basic e-commerce site, because there's a plugin called WooCommerce, it's great. WordPress is awesome, very easy. If you have some expertise, technical knowledge, anybody for the most part can spin up a website. But if you're going beyond that, then you really need to work with what's called a framework that is developer supported. Like we're big advocates for Laravel, which is a PHP framework, and that a lot of startups use for doing complex online apps, better known as SaaS, software as a service. So
Makes sense.
um,
So,
yeah,
so how does your customer base break down now? Is there a split between WordPress and custom, or is everything you do custom?
every so lately we've been delving into what we call drag and drop editors, where or no code solutions. So within WordPress, you can use Elementor, which is a very powerful drag and drop. I mean, honestly, Steve, you could use it. Elementor is that easy. It's complex at first. The learning curve is pretty high, but then once you get a hang of it, you can really build a nice, decent website within a matter of a few days. And then there's another one. There's bold themes. What's up? Divi is another one. There's a lot of these no code solutions within WordPress. Again, they're great. And then, like I mentioned, WooCommerce, which is an e-commerce solution, is extremely powerful and very customizable.
One of the comments you made in the middle, which made me chuckle, was, "It's so easy, Steve. You could probably do it," which is a fair point. It would have to be easy for me to be able to do it. But I think it raises an interesting point. Just because I can build a website doesn't mean that I should be doing it, because design is a large part of it, which is not my background, and isn't most people's, certainly not B2B manufacturing, not going to be most people's background. Um, there's optimization, there's SEO, there's a lot of other things around it beyond just the, hey, put something together that works, right?